going to delve a little further into this whole notion of what I was talking about in the last video of the protocol into actually leaving a body, that final step. And we'll even cover more meditations in the future, but just so you can start practicing really what is required to actually leave the body. So firstly, this relaxing the body and mind, as we talked about, and I'll often talk about that. So I'm deliberately prodding you to go there, because even sometimes I can be in a store, sitting down for a moment, perhaps waiting to try on a pair of shoes, and just while the person goes and gets the shoes, I'll sit there and feel through my body and really relax everything. Feel where I'm tense, feel where the clenching is, because often we kind of hold things as humans. So it really is a sensation of letting everything go. And this, as simplistic as it sounds, this is really the primer for releasing the body, is this relaxation of the body and getting to know how much we actually hold the body without realizing it. So just remember, this notion of awareness through your body releases it and relaxes it. We also relax many other aspects of programming that we don't realize as well. When we are brought up as children and we go to school, there's so much programming that goes on to inhibit us, if you like, into this whole holding pattern. And this is very much ensconced in the notion of this extreme fear of death. And this is probably the greatest thing you release when you go out of body, is this knowing that you're not going to die. And I think it's probably, of course, we equate being alive with the mortal body, so that when you do go out of body and experience that state, somehow inherently a switch is pulled that just releases that fear of death, so you know you're not going to die. So we're going to now go through once again this protocol. So you're relaxing your body and mind, and as you lie there now, if you can practice this, and this is something you can do at night and during the day, as we've said. So if you lie there now, just take, or even sit there, but take the weight off your head for sure, and your body. And feeling very relaxed through your body now, you can close your eyes. A couple of breaths to have a real release of any stuff you're holding. Allowing yourself to relax just for now, because a lot of people really feel that you've got to hold your responsibilities, you've got to hold your duties close to you, as though you daren't forget them, as though they'll never come back. Well, believe me, we will take on these roles later on after the meditation. So just letting go all of your responsibilities for now. Feeling within your body and really feeling for the clenching, particularly in the lower chakras at the base there. Feeling that clenching, just releasing that now. And you'll often feel around the solar plexus chakra a kind of a holding or a tension that's very much related to the mortal body. That's sort of the center of the body, if you like, the center chakra there. So just releasing that. Remember, all the chakras go from the front to the back. And feeling pretty good now in your body. And once again, sensing to that notion that the default is to feel good. The default is to feel good. This is almost like a glitch that has been put into our programming deliberately to allow us to remember how really we should feel at all times, connected to the cosmos. And it's a good feeling. It's not a forced feeling. It's not an add-on. It's just a nice, relaxed feeling. So at all times during the day, at all times during meditations, and during your daily tasks, you can practice letting go. So as you lie there feeling very relaxed, sensing once again into this astral body, so you might start feeling the buzz already as you're relaxed. These days I kind of feel the buzz at all times, only because I've nurtured that concept, that feeling. as we're doing now. Feeling the buzz all around your body. Imagining it as you lie there, you're sensing this buzz as an astral body that sits just around the physical body. Sense it as an energy field that is devoid of any kind of fear or limitations. In fact, it's devoid of gravity. And as you think of that, and think of that light body, that notion that it's fueled by this light, powered from the heart as its central driver energetically, feel that light once again emanating from the heart into the astral body. Throat as well, expanding light. Third eye, crown, solar plexus, sacral, base. Just sense it as a real light body. And that notion of no gravity. So as you lie there, sense how it would feel to be very heavy physically, but somehow very light astrally. So imagine you're like a little bit like a bubble at the bottom of a beautiful glass of champagne. And you can imagine this bubble wanting to rise to the surface. And so imagine that your energy body, your astral body, is like this bubble wanting to rise to the surface. And it's a little bit like the champagne itself, or the liquid is our 3D realm, and this bubble is wanting to rise through that realm and hit the surface of what is and have greater clarity. Because in the astral, we have wonderful, wonderful clarity. All our senses are united, and it's a beautiful, beautiful landscape. And so as you lie there, sense this feeling of a bubble floating to the surface, or a cork that wants to rise to the surface. Pressure is no longer needed. We can let go of gravity and all of this casing that comes with mortal consciousness, and let all that go. You can even imagine your energy field sort of opening up at the chest, splitting right down the middle of your body, opening up and allowing this kind of anti-gravity vibration to lift your astral body like a bubble further out of the physical body. So the sensation of your astral body now is it's kind of just moving out of sync with your physical, moving perhaps just above the physical body as you lie there. Now sense it moving out of the physical body and to a meter above the physical body. And as it's floating there, it's kind of lolling a little bit from side to side, front to back. It's getting used to this state of no gravity, and it feels nice to be floating there. Let the physical body go for now. And your astral mind is very aware in this state of being out of the body. It feels very liberating. You can even sense in the astral body the particular areas in the body that feel really, really free. They're kind of tickling. And those areas that are tickling in the astral body, really enjoying this sense of freedom, are often indicators of the areas in the physical body that tighten up, that compress, that hold, because they feel particularly good when they're freed in the astral. So they are areas to work on in the physical later on to relax. Often we have just specific chakra areas that we hold on to. That's okay. For now, we're letting go. A meter above the physical body. Now we're moving up to 2 meters above the physical body. We kind of feel this astral body. We're in it now. Imagine how it feels. The room around us is slightly altered. And we're sort of hovering left and right, back and forward, up and down a little bit. we turn around and we see our physical body. Now you can send your astral eye out to a couple of centimeters above your forehead, and you'll see in that first split second exactly how your forehead looks with the creases and the lines, the skin. Now you're looking down your physical body, seeing how that looks. Now you're looking up your physical body from your feet. Now you're just above your left knee, looking down at your left knee. How does that feel? Now you're up again in your astral body. So what we're doing here is where the astral eye is able to project very closely to the physical body wherever it wants. It doesn't need to go there physically, but the eye can, senses can. This is the great thing about astral awareness. It's a really expanded sense. And it takes quite a little bit of getting used to and training, if you like, a little bit like trainer wheels on a bicycle. So what we're doing here is we're preempting your astral awareness, your astral conscious state, and kind of training it and letting it know that it can do these things. In the beginning with me, I'd often get out of body and just sort of sometimes fall into the corner of my room. And I wasn't sure what I was doing, or I wasn't sure how to walk. It was like I was like a drunk person, not knowing how to move and float even. I wasn't sure what to do. So it just takes a little bit of training, and it becomes very, very easy. It is an instinctive thing. But if you think of a toddler walking around, it takes a while to learn and to be comfortable with. And so now your astral body is 2 meters above. It looks away from the physical and starts to float through the roof. And as you float through the roof, feel the roof as you float through it. Sense this porous material as you float through it. You can sense your astral arms and body and legs floating through the roof. And it's kind of a good feeling. And you feel yourself come out of the roof now, and you're above the building. Once again, we see the stars, and they're very beautiful. We can see the life in the stars, whether it's day or night. Now we blast out of the atmosphere of the earth. We find ourselves moving away from wherever it is you're living, whatever town or city or countryside you're living in. You can feel yourself going higher and higher. And you have a sense, sometimes a very clear picture of how it looks underneath you. Now perhaps you see your state or your province. You see your country below you. You can see your continent as you shift higher and higher. Now you see the oceans of the earth. You see the greens, you see the browns, you see the blues, the many colors. You move through the atmosphere of the earth. You're looking at the earth now from space, about the distance from the same distance as the moon is. And as you're looking down at the earth, you sense that same feeling of empathy as you did for your body when you first saw it out of body. You look at the earth and you realize, okay, I live on the earth, I'm part of the earth story, but I'm not necessarily totally of the earth. And that doesn't mean I'll be disconnected empathetically. It means I'll have more genuine empathy, more ability to actually help my situation on earth, because I'll be less emotionally constrained by the connection. So feeling a pang of love and empathy for the earth as you blast away, moving through the solar system. You sense planets of the solar system, perhaps the sun. Allow it to happen. Moving out of the solar system, you see the Milky Way now. Moving out of the Milky Way, you see many galaxies. And in front of you, you start to see a few stars kind of centrifugally rotating. What I mean by that is time is speeding up. In the astral, there is no time. We're entering a point of singularity where the time speeds up to a point where the heavens are rotating so quickly they all of a sudden stop, and you see a wormhole open up in front of you. It's like the stars have created this light hole, this superhighway. You enter it, and as you move very quickly along this wormhole that has certain segments, you can see out the sides of the wormhole, you can see certain manifest galaxies and constellations and things going on. You move very quickly along this wormhole, and before you know it, you're out the other end, in a place that is known as the void. Now, this place has particular relevance to the astral experience because we often find ourselves here during experiences and often in that waiting period between coming out of body and being shown something else or choosing where to go. And this void is a beautiful place. There's absolutely nothing there. It's dark, it's black, it's pitch black. Quite contrary to the notion of black being something evil in the mainstream illusion, this is a beautiful place. It's a place of nothingness and everything. It's a place that precedes the manifest cosmos. And it's here where you'll often hear the Om. It's where I first heard the Om on an astral trip. It's a beautiful feeling to this low, kind of grinding, metallic, it's like a low male bass voice, very, very low, saying Om, like an AUM. Beautiful thing to hear. First time I heard it, I was so overwhelmed. I felt, should I escape or should I just enjoy the magnificence of it, which I did. It was fantastic. And there's really nothing scary here. It's such a huge space, but it's somehow very close to home. In this space, you have tremendous peace. There is no agenda. Here you can just be. And as you're kind of suspended there in the void, in the distance there's a spark of light, a little bit like the pineal gland of the cosmos, and it's exploding. It's exploding. This is the first Great Creative Ecstatic Surge that scientists call the Big Bang, but it's much, much more. It's this surge of self-awareness, the beginnings of manifest consciousness. And here you are at the very beginnings of it, because it's this actual spark of consciousness that is sparking all of our cells. So we're reminding ourselves of what we are, very much linked to multidimensional awareness. And as it explodes and this light emanates toward you, you can sense your light body starting to come into manifestation. And so each of your chakras, you can imagine these balls of light within you, are receiving this light from the cosmos, this initial creative spark that is a really ecstatic surge of creative energy, and it's filling our chakras. You can sense the heart chakra starting to really come into form here, like that burst of energy that you witnessed in the void. And the heart starts to fill with light, as each chakras do. Third eye, the throat, solar plexus, sacral, base, crown, many chakras above the crown, below the base, and your whole body really starts to reverberate with this light of cosmic energy, of what we are. And this very beginning imprint of this surge of awareness, of cosmic awareness, is within us now. As you sit here listening to this, it's within us at all times. And this is really forming the foundation of our energy body, which leads to, of course, our astral body, the bridge body. And you really feel this beautiful, beautiful sensations of the cosmos pouring into you. actually becoming the cosmos manifest. For that's what we are. It's a soaring, beautiful feeling as the energy body fills with this energy. And we have these enormous astral bodies now. And you start to become conscious once again of your astral body with these super highways of light within you, these light synapses of intelligence. And you start to become conscious also of other intelligences around you. This cosmic intelligence you can really connect to here, and your guides as well. The energies of your guides are coming towards you as you become more aware in this state of being. And all of your prime intents are answered here. What I mean by that is the reason you are in this lifetime, the reason you are here now to develop and sense multidimensional awareness, your astral awareness. These intentions, these intents are within the cells of your being. And all of these questions you have for this lifetime are there and are being answered in like resonance from the cosmos. You don't even need to voice them. They are there within you. Your truth is resounding from you and being answered immediately, just like those guitar strings I mentioned in an earlier lesson. Like attracts like. This is resonance. And so all of your questions within you, all of these intents you've carried into this lifetime are immediately being answered on a cellular level. You might not hear the answers in your head. It's beyond that. It's being answered on a cellular level. And so your energetic imprint is being reminded of what you truly are. And it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling, this incredible expansion of your astral body as you feel as you're in the cosmos. You can sense these constellations within your astral hands and your arms and your legs and your body as you really, really connect. And you also sense these energies around you, circling you, these energies of guidance that you have requested, that you are requesting at all times. Here you are touching base with this, so far beyond the layers and realms of any fear. This is just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful realm and so much closer to what we are. And you know that this guidance is now forever with you. These answers you've been seeking for so long, perhaps for lifetimes, are now within you. And now you feel yourself moving toward this wormhole once again, bringing all of this consciousness and awareness with you. And this guidance. You zoom through the wormhole. You now see the many manifest galaxies in front of you. You now see the Milky Way, solar system. You see the Earth. You pause for a second and you notice a slight change in your feeling from before. You sense your relationship with the Earth slightly differently. It's somehow less reactive to what it was before. You're less of a victim of your circumstances. You sense a kinship with the Earth that is quite different from before. It's a feeling of togetherness, but not hostage to. As you zoom through the atmosphere of the Earth, once again, you may get certain visions that are very clear. Those first visions of clarity are very much linked to your astral sense, your unified sense. As I said, there is no time in the astral, so often in the mortal sense we try to grab onto things, and that's when time comes in and things become not as clear. But those first split seconds you often see things that you don't even preempt, they just come into your vision. Now you see your continent, your country, your province or state, your city. As you zoom through to your roof, you pause for a second, look back out at the stars, feeling much, much more connected. Feeling this intelligence is all through you. You've released something. You really haven't had to add anything on. You've released something and brought the cosmos into your conscious awareness, into your astral body, into the very cells of your consciousness. As you move through the roof, into your bedroom, you see yourself lying there. Once again, you look at yourself a little differently. You have empathy for the lines and sense of limitation that your body carries and your face carries, knowing that, of course, this is nonsense. You're a perfect being. You always have been. You always will be. There is nothing else. You feel your astral body now as you turn and allow the astral body to sink around the physical as it falls. And also remember, the astral body is nurturing the physical at all times. It's encapsulating the physical. You sense the synapses of the astral body connecting with the synapses and muscles of the physical body. You can sense the chakras of the astral body connecting with your glands and your organs. All of your systems are so much clearer now. And once again, this wonderful feeling of the astral mind merging with the physical brain and mind and memory. You're ready for this. You're so open for this. You brought back this guidance and this connection from the cosmos, and it feels absolutely wonderful. It feels fantastic. And as you feel that light within you at all times, know that your astral body is at all times awake. This unified sense is at all times awake. Your astral eyes are open. You have a spatial awareness of the room around you, of your physical body within you. And at the same time, you can sense your physical consciousness. You can sense your breathing. You can sense this buzzing all through your physical body, emanating through to the astral body. And you're starting to bring this astral awareness into the normal state now as you very gently become conscious of your physical breath, allowing it to merge with your astral breath. As you very gently become conscious of your toes and your fingers moving, allowing them also to stay merged and encompassed by the astral body and connected to the astral body. And while your astral eyes are already open, sensing the room, your physical eyes very gently begin to open. And you feel very, very connected and very, very well. And you feel an immense smile within you as you awaken to this new sense of being, of truer being, and multidimensionality and astral awareness. Just allow yourself to lie there for a little bit and to savor that and enjoy that experience. So this meditation is a wonderful one to listen back to a few times. You can listen back to the meditation on the MP3 that comes after this lesson, but you can also, after a while, take yourself through this yourself, these kind of meditations. And this is a beautiful one to many astral adventurers have gone into the void, have entered the void. And this is a place where you really do feel so connected, but also the sense of faith that all the questions that are within you that you don't even know you have are answered there. This sense of guidance as well. Here, the more times you go out of body, you connect with this guidance, and it's like this guidance, if we call it a they or whatever it is, they hear you more, they can sense you more, and they can kind of merge with you more. So each time you go there, you bring back more of their conscious awareness with you. And this is what I mean by this whole preemptive sense that we have, this whole multidimensional sense we have, is very much related to touching base and connecting once again with home and what we are. So after a while, this whole view of yourself alters dramatically as to what you are, and this sense of perfection. It's not just an idea, something you're, positive thinking. It's not that at all. You really feel it within you. And once you start to really, really harness and really believe in self-love, then things start to open up for you, and doorways and feelings. Anyway, so enjoy that meditation and touch and enter the void as often as you can. And even with the meditation, I'll show you another exercise a while in the next few lessons, just how to sit with that feeling of nothingness. And I will see you in the next one.